Constantine was on stream and they perfectly demonstrated what happens when we put our minds together to make one thing happen. Watch this.
Breathe in, hands go up, and push down.
I need to learn how to do that. What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. We got another creepy TikTok compilation today. If you're new here and you want to show some support, don't forget to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. You know, stuff like that. Things might get a little weird, but we're about to get right to the video. Let's check it out.
Get y'all ass in here and sit down. Now, what we got here is two little creatures that was caught on somebody's security cam walking through somebody's driveway. But they up to something. Look at them, shorter than the goddamn tires. And then one of them is getting ready to shoot some sort of light into the sky. See what he did? Now, I think it's some sort of a flare to either call backup in or to let wherever they came from know that they're done doing what they're doing. I'm not sure. I'm just speculating. But what are these things, y'all? They're shorter than the fucking tires. These are not kids. Are they gnomes? Are they duendes? I mean, are they elves? What are they? And what is he shooting in the goddamn sky? I don't know. Somebody tell me what they think. Get your ass out of here.
My baby is freaking out because of the stream. I don't even know how he
looks exactly like an eyeball.
But yeah.
Nah, Mo. What's up? Niggas is taking our voice prints? Nah, they dragging it, y'all. They was dead not lying when they said niggas is watching our feet.
Good morning and good night. In case you didn't know, the fucking moon just yeeted across the sky in globers. Fuck you.
That's how I feel.
The moon is local.
This world is so beautiful.
Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh.
Yeah, when he zooms in, it kind of looks like a storm cloud. Yeah, I can see the dark line. It's weird, he's like following that line too. Let me know in the comments, have you guys ever seen this dark line up in the sky before? Because I've never really paid attention. But I'm going to be on the lookout now. I'll have to be quick with it because as soon as we get clear skies, they start spraying that same morning. I want to know if I can see it from where I'm at, or if any of you guys have seen it. Let me know.
So I walk out of my house this morning and this is on the roof across the street. Should I be concerned?
You bit my cat. That's a mean rat. That's gotta be New York.
Yeah, this is level 1 right here. This is an easy level.
Shit.
The
So
bottom-
can you please tell us the process of this?
Well,
Like how do you get into this zone to be able to do that with your hands?
step 1, you gotta believe.
Yep.
You gotta get rid of all the stuff that's telling you you can't do it, right? Because you've seen it done. Then you just literally have to put the time in, right? You start with something light and you just use a principle of overload, right?
Yep.
Like you start with light as a flame, and then you overload it from there to the foil. Then you go here.
Wait, so you can do bottles? Oh my god.
Oh yeah. This is level 2 right here. This is
Holy shit, let's see this.
This is level 2. You want to start here though.
Yeah.
You get it to roll.
Oh my god. Oh, as if that's not fucking real, God. Look, he
And
brought
he
it
brings
back.
it back.
He brought it back. He brought it fucking back. Bruh. That is trippy as. Yo, who can bring a bottle back, man? You're tripping out my whole chat right now.
Yeah. It's energy, guys.
That is fucking legendary, dude. I tried it with a bit of foil, tin foil. I couldn't get it to move a centimeter. And I was blasting it with my hands, thinking I'll make some wind. I couldn't even get it to do it.
Big love.
Man, oi, thank you so much for demonstrating that, bro. Honestly,
I too, man.
you're gonna be careful, man. They're gonna like abduct you and put you into like a laboratory facility to study you, man.
Man, I really feel like they've been trying for a while, to be honest.
Dude, you've figured something out that the Egyptians.
Hey, it's Glamham.
When I came home, I noticed a plane that was circling. It was going around and around in circles around this county where I live at. And last night, we got pour down rain started.
I was in North Carolina right before
that
the
would
rain
be me.
started.
I posted
I got
a
up
video
out of there.
of a plane triangulating Asheville, North Carolina, precisely 2 weeks before Hurricane Helene. My account was banned at almost 300k followers not long after that, so I'm going to tread very carefully. This flight pattern
They
is
shouldn't be
a
able to do
NASA
that.
P-3 Orion, and what's special about that plane is it has a science lab inside that is used for weather research. And according to their website, at the time of research, that plane was available to rent for $3,500 an hour. There was something called the Edge mission going on. But many people, including myself, found it an astonishing coincidence that the flight pattern was exactly where the flooding would be concentrated in Western North Carolina. There was a lot of other stuff that I posted about. That was all publicly available information. That's all I'm going to say for now. So maybe go follow me on YouTube for those videos that were banned, all 700 of them. I'll see you in the comments. Take care.
This book, these two doctors, during a procedure, the creature had a wound somewhere. They were trying to fix it, do something, a leg, broken leg, something. And all of a sudden, the creature kind of comes more to life. It was alive, but it kind of comes to life, and it communicates with the two doctors telepathically. And again, this is according to Dr. Roger Lear's book. That Dr. Roger Lear heard the account directly from the two doctors at Humanitas Hospital who were there and experienced this.
His word against everybody.
Yeah, well, that's exactly when he's dead.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
And there was another guy in the room. There was a guy that traveled with Dr. Roger Lear, and I tracked him down, and he had just died, so I didn't get his testimony. He was also in the room. So the only person left in the room is Ubadajara, the two doctors, which I have no idea where they are, and Ubadajara's son, and Ubadajara won't talk to me. And apparently the telepathic communication was, I feel sorry for you humans, you have no idea about your potential, who you really are. Yeah, that's what it said.
Oh my gosh, okay. Do you want to be a literal wizard? Well, guess what? You can be. There's an actual Hogwarts in America. It is in Faber, Virginia, and they teach you how to bend spoons, go out of your body, and use your consciousness to travel to other levels of the multiverse. I went there and I'm going to tell you about it. And if you're like, oh, I've heard of this place maybe? Yes, maybe in the CIA papers that have gone viral about the gateway process. The CIA was indeed interested in them and studied the Monroe Institute and went there. Yes, this is the same one and it still exists and you can go. And I'm going to tell you about their programs, which are so cool. Basically, it was founded by this guy named Robert A. Monroe. He was a businessman, he was smart, and he wrote a book called Journeys Out of the Body and a lot of others based on how all of a sudden, after his middle life, he started to go out of his body. This is actually the one I just attended and got back from. It's called the OBE spectrum. For me, this was well worth it. This included room and board, 3 meals a day, yoga, meeting the best people I've ever met in my life. Because you spiritual people know how lonely it is sometimes. We need metaphysical, kooky friends. And it's the perfect place to meet them. And you get to learn the program. I saved up for it, and it was worth it. I'm going back. They have more programs. So this one teaches you how to have an out-of-body experience. It talks about the different kinds. There's bilocation, where your consciousness is in 2 places at once. There's actually out of the body, where you could see yourself and you're on the ceiling and you're like, whoa. You can put your hand through walls. You can fly to other places. Like, people have done this. And you learn the tools here. And some people have the out-of-bodies there. Some have it 30 days after.
And I was excited to see this just because it's such a unique sighting. See, look, one of them even turned like clearly into an orb. That one just, I mean, look at them. They're changing back and forth from
yeah,
bird
that's
to
weird.
not bird, different shapes doing different things. They're not birds. These are not birds. You know, and I was really, really excited to see this happening. I feel like the fake birds, the more that I'm having these experiences, they feel very galactic with government interference, or that they are purely government. I know that we do have the capacity to make drones that look like birds, but the last time I checked, those are not shapeshifting. If I'm incorrect, I would love for someone who knows more about that to send me a non-AI video link or tag me and show me how these bird UAPs are shape-shifting, because I just don't ultimately fully believe that we have it. I can absolutely see there being an agreement in, okay, yes, we are going to have you do this, we want you to do this, and then the Galactics really providing that ability.
I wonder if they can change into whatever they want.
Literally looks like a being like walking just like through the sky, you know, or a portal blasting out. I don't know. I mean, you know, at one point I thought it was like, oh wow, that kind of looks like, you know, a dinosaur. You know, look at them. They're all changing, and not only are they changing super, super fast. I mean, look, these are frame by frame. So these are like milliseconds, if that it's taking them to do this. And
it's called Flight Radar 24. And you can go on this app and you can click the airplanes that are flying around and see what airplanes are flying above your house. Now, the other day, because Arizona was just getting pelted with all this nonsense in the sky, I went on Flight Radar, I was clicking the airplanes, and I found Southwest Airlines. Each plane that was following, with each trail that was being put into the air, I saw that it was a Southwest airline plane. So I looked into Southwest Airline Cloud, and their company comes up. When you start seeing what's going on in the sky, it's pretty wild. I was actually looking at the Tonto National Forest, and there were airplanes which were just spiraling all over the place before the storm happened. And then the other ones that I saw were going around and landing on top of mountains and doing all kinds of weird stuff. So lots of very strange stuff on the flight radar map. I also watched on the flight radar map some U.S. military helicopters flying around, landing on top of the mountains, which is a very strange thing for them to be doing. They're just landing on top of all these different mountains and doing all kinds of weird stuff. And then all of a sudden their radar would turn off.
Like I always say, behind every powerful man, there's a powerful woman. Happy Rockefeller, she was just a dandy, just a beautiful soul. Let's look at her when she was younger. Gah! A beautiful photo standing next to Pat Nixon, short for Patrick. Oh yeah, you could ask anybody in Washington in the 50s.
That's a big
who they had a
Adam's
crush
apple.
on the most. Happy got the most votes. But we all know today that Chuck Schumer's wife takes the cake. She's one of a kind. Hopping over to Europe, you got Bridget Macron with her son.
That one's too obvious.
Landon. These leaders just have the most beautiful wives I've ever seen. Personally, for me, Michelle Obama, you are the hottest first lady in history. And your brother, Michael, Jesus, could be on GQ every month and I'd still buy every issue. Oh, Barb, you know I couldn't forget you. Tisk, tisk, right? You had shoulders bigger than Brian Urlacher.
Says here you want ownership of my body.
That's the basic agreement, yes.
But not my soul.
I have no use for a soul, Mr. Gray.
Good, because I'm going to need mine. How come it don't bother you when I call you Satan?
There's a lot of money behind this research. Individual trusts, big pharma, plenty of wealth and privilege. I assume that you're just calling it like you see it.
Also says here I get $5,000 just for signing.
Yes, I could probably bump that up.
No, Beasley.
That's a bad deal.
I'm sure your money's bought plenty of black souls and bodies, but I ain't selling. Me and you, we just trading favors. And I need this here contract to say that.
If it makes you feel better.
And that ain't all. Now you say when I get this here next shot, that's gonna bring all my memories back.
Yes.
Well, that's when I sign.
Mr. Gray, I'm sorry, but it doesn't work like that. I need a signed release before I give you the last dose.
Listen here, I got a lot of things to do. And I need my memory to do it. All of it. Give me that, this body is yours.
Looks like it's blinking in and out of this dimension.
Freestanding camera. It's like taking flash pictures. Here's an airplane about to go over it.
So this is where the orbs hang out. You can see there's no way I'm getting out there.
Yeah, that's weird.
One of the things that I learned from whistleblowers from the cabal itself is that they have to work within something they call the rules. And this is very, very important. The rules state that they have to tell us what they're doing. Therefore,
they do.
If we allow it to happen, we have consented to tyranny, we have consented to enslavement. Now, if you get into the secret history of the cabal, Queen Elizabeth's royal astrologer, a man named John Dee, who is the prototype of the wizard with the long beard, the hat, and what he did was to rediscover, through these ancient documents that were in the Vatican, the technology of how to access what they consider to be spiritual beings that were useful to them, but what we would consider to be demonic or evil beings. These beings need to be accessed through a very complex set of rituals and ceremonies. You cannot just ask for them to show up. You have to follow very elaborate and specific protocols. So John Dee rediscovered the technology of how to draw the magic circles, how to say the right incantations, how to actually do black magic on a governmental level. This is what people are going to have so much trouble with once disclosure happens, is that these people actually practice black magic.
Y'all is not going to believe this. So they board us on the plane, and we're sitting there chilling. It's been 30 minutes. You know, we're thinking we're going to take off. The plane people are telling us we don't have a pilot to take us nowhere, and that we have to get off the plane. So I get off the plane, and I start speaking to some people, staff and everything. I just found out that pilots are going on strike because planes keep flying out of the sky. So a whole bunch of people are just sitting up here at the airport trying to motherfucking figure out how they're finna leave. My whole thing is I understand the pilots, you know, how they feel, but why the fuck would y'all make us board on a plane knowing there's no pilot on it? So now my ass is finna sit in Boston. I'm finna chill. I'm finna take myself out to eat, bitch. I'm finna pray, and I'm finna book another airlines. Cause, bitch, Spirit's tripping. All the other airlines is falling out the sky. Like, y'all better please pray for me. Cause there's some real shit going on right now. And I think God is really trying to give us a sign. Cause this is not even, it's not even a joke no more. It really ain't.
Okay, y'all, so it's a new series out called 0 Day, and this is not a coincidence. Look at the description of this show.
It's literally everything that's going on right
Do y'all
now.
see what I see? They are literally fucking putting this shit in our face, bro.
That could happen.
Y'all, has anybody's sinuses been acting extremely crazy? And then another thing, remember I was telling y'all I feel like it's something that's cooking up in the background? Listen to this shit.
Say this. Can you repeat yourself if you don't mind? I'm an ex-military operator. Mm-hmm. You need to get walkie-talkies, food, and water. The cell towers will go down. The stores will close. Mm-hmm. And if you don't get it, I don't feel sorry for you. Stop.
Now, do y'all not remember a while back ago, they were saying like, yo, there will be a major blackout eventually, right? This is all speculations. This is not, you know what I'm saying? TikTok, don't take this video down. It's almost like we completely forgot about that shit, y'all. And do y'all not find it just a little bit strange that shit like this keep happening?
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
And I told y'all in the movie Knowing, he was telling us that this was the first event, the first type of things that we was going to start to see. It's really a lot going on, yo. We got to really tune in. Oh my God!
I might seem stupid. Let's focus. I've just been eating my rice from Aldi, whole grain rice. Someone tell me why it looks like a fucking maggot. Excuse my French. But look, why does it look like maggots for?
Oh no, you better throw that out.
Someone's gonna tell me this is normal, but oh my days, I'm scared. Aldi, can you answer me, please? Thanks.
So when you go to sleep, right before you go to sleep, this is so important. You can literally I've literally manifested so many things in my life by doing this. When you go to sleep, I'm gonna give you a routine. Boom, you in your bed, you about to go to sleep. Tell yourself, I love myself, man. I love myself. And now imagine, like literally, this is the main, you need to literally visualize this, bro. Visualize your dream life. Boom, you in the bed, just visualize everything that you have. Like, dang, bro, I'm grateful for all my businesses. I'm grateful for that, bro. I can literally buy any car I want, bro. I got multiple cars. Dang, bro, like I done put my family on. Like, bro, my life is fucking perfect. Like, I love my life. You know what I'm saying? Boom. And then go to sleep on that feeling, bro. Literally feel that deep within your soul. Go to sleep on that feeling. Do that for 90 days. I guarantee you, I bet my bank account your life has changed. I bet my whole bank account your life will change you doing that for 90 days straight. And don't stop at 90 days. Do that for the rest of your life.
I want to show you guys something. So this is ice frozen with tap water, okay? We're gonna empty this and I'm gonna fill it with spring water. And we're gonna see what that looks like when we freeze it. This is not normal. This is not normal ice, and this has been happening for a while. This is not normal. Let me show you what normal is. You guys remember normal, right? All right, natural spring water. Okay. Now look how smooth the spring water is. Look how smooth. Is that not insane? You know why? Because of the chemicals in the tap water. The tap water freezing is showing you the chemicals. I don't make ice with tap water anymore. I did another one. What the hell is that?
That's crazy.
Nothing around you is real in the way you think it is. Your brain doesn't experience reality directly. It takes energy, vibrations, and frequencies, then translates them into sight, sound, touch. Your eyes can only see 0.0035% of all light. That means there's an entire universe of color, movement, and energy around you that you're literally blind to. So if you think seeing is believing, congrats. You just admitted you believe in less than 1% of what actually exists. And here's the real mind bender. Your brain doesn't even show you what's there. It shows you what you expect to see. This is why two people can live in the same world but experience completely different realities. So yeah, your reality is literally a hallucination you've been trained to believe in. But here's the deeper truth. You were never inside the illusion was inside of you. And the moment you realize that, you stop trying to change the dream and you wake up as the dreamer. And this is where things get interesting.
Y'all really believe that magic is a show, do you? You got a lot to learn. I'll be right back. He's eating
Just
real
why?
nails.
Why would you want to do that?
And watch how a nail's gonna come out of his nose. He does this on the street in front of people. And I'm about to show you more in a second. So people think that this is like special effects and theatrics. What if I told you that contracts with demons go back to the very beginning? Don't believe me? Well, what is this? It was commonly known in the medieval ages that these people would enter into a contract with demons. The demons here then agree to be their slave as long as they live. But the catch is, when they inevitably die, and they will, the magician himself becomes slave to the very demon he made a contract with, making the demon their master. Eternally,
Sucks for you guys.
forever. There are even many books on the subject. And this magic, spelled with a K, goes really deep. To even forfeiting your human soul to the demon of your choice for some kind of power. But you can't lose your soul. If you go to the grave serving demons, theoretically it's already gone. Not to mention the immense blasphemy you have to enter into. You didn't know there are people on this earth with actual powers? They don't really belong to them though, they belong to the demons. It's funny to me Christians don't believe that, considering that King Solomon built the second temple by the power of demons. Let me show you some more witchcraft that's right in the open.
Shake it, okay? Shake, much more, shake. Shake it. Stop. Open the can. What?
Well,
That's nothing. Slower, right? Wow. Because now CO2 is in my hand. Watch. 1, 2, 3, go.
Stop being ignorant, they show you what they do. The word right behind me is a word for intimacy. Intimacy magicians. Y'all don't remember that Red Hot Chili Pepper album? The way that our society moves is in tune with magic, even if you don't know they're doing it. They even do it to birth certain people. We'll get into that tomorrow. And if you're on TikTok, just bookmark it. The algorithm will bring you back. But it's a big one.
Do you guys know about the Bolivia salt flats? This was an ancient sea that dried up. Now, for about 9 months out of the year, it forms hexagons, and the rest of the year it gets flooded with water and creates a perfect mirror. This area is 4,000 square miles long, and it's almost completely flat. Across the entire thing, there's only about 3 feet of variation in height. I talk all the time about how the firmament is a hexagonal lattice. Does anyone remember in Chicken Little when the sky started to look like this, or when a piece of it fell down? And of course, we have our 3, 6, 9, 12 numbers for the elevation. In the middle of the flats, it's covered in giant cacti that grow up to 39 feet, 12 meters tall. In the book of Enoch, chapter 14, it's right after Enoch is raptured in Genesis. He says, I drew near to a great house built of hailstones, and the walls of this house were like tessellated paving stones. Tessellated, Tesla. And they were all of snow, and the floor was of snow, and the ceiling was like shooting stars and flashes of lightning. And in the midst of them were fiery cherubs, and their heavens were water. And then twice in Revelation, God says he hates the Nicolaitans. Could this be the elite that are trying to break the tessellating stone, the firmament? NASA uses the salt plains to adjust and improve the accuracy of satellite data. I've mentioned a couple times that I think that satellites are mostly there to monitor the firmament. There's always aluminum tanks on the videos of them. When I broke down what I think the sky ice would be made of, in order to make it a solid crystal, like a barrel consistency, all you would need to do is add aluminum. Why do all of these satellites have aluminum? Let me know what you guys think.
Wow, so your brain doesn't really know the difference between, say that again?
Between something that happened in real life or something that you strongly visualize.
So you could create enough of a visualization for yourself if you really were to powerfully start to focus on it and do that and build that ability to visualize something that your brain at one point would have to think it's so true that the world would meet you and put it into your life.
I love the way you put that.
Wow.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm about to start doing this. I'm about to put on some feel-good music, and because I don't know about you guys, but music helps me concentrate. Because I get racing thoughts a lot, so it just helps me like calm my mind down and be able to focus on one thing. So I'm about to try it out. Alright you guys, that's going to be it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, or subscribe, you know, stuff like that. And make sure you guys stay safe out there, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.